The story begins in a world that has grown strangely quiet. Football, once a living, breathing spectacle, now feels hollow. Stadiums stand empty, television screens show reruns, and the roar of the crowd has faded into a whisper. At the center of this emptiness stands Lionel Messi, older now, carrying the weight of years, accolades, and memories. Yet, despite all he has achieved, something feels broken. Something or someone is missing. Cristiano Ronaldo has disappeared. No announcement, no farewell, no trace. The news spreads like wildfire, yet no one seems to know where he is gone. Fans are confused, the media spins endless theories, and social media buzzes with speculation. But Messi feels something deeper, a gnawing unease that refuses to let him rest.
At first, he cannot believe it. Ronaldo? Gone? Impossible. They have always been constants in each other's lives. When Messi won, Ronaldo pushed harder. When Ronaldo triumphed, Messi responded. Their rivalry was not just a competition, it was balance, a force that defined both men. And now, that balance has vanished. Messi decides he must find him. Not for fame, not for football, but because something in his heart tells him he cannot rest until he does. The journey begins in Madrid, the city where Ronaldo once ruled. Messi walks through empty streets, feeling the ghosts of battles past. Every stadium, every corner, every street echoes with memories. He stands in the Santiago Bernabeu alone in the quiet, imagining the roar of crowds that once filled the air. But there is no clue, only silence. From Madrid he moves on, to Turin, to Manchester, to Lisbon, to Riyadh. Each city holds memories, each city tells a story. Everywhere he goes, people remember Ronaldo differently. Some speak of his unparalleled talent, others of his ego, others of the loneliness behind his brilliance. Messi listens carefully, piecing together the man behind the legend. Ronaldo was not merely a rival, he was driven, obsessed, misunderstood.
As Messi continues, his reflections deepen. He recalls their first encounter, the first handshake, the unspoken rivalry that shaped their careers. He realizes how much of his own identity was formed in response to Ronaldo's presence. Without him, the game feels incomplete, like a symphony missing its final note. The search grows stranger with each passing day. There are hints, rumors, fleeting signs. People claim to have seen Ronaldo training alone in remote places, walking quietly through towns, disappearing into the wilderness. It seems he has chosen to vanish from the world, seeking peace after years of relentless noise. Messi begins to question himself. Is he searching for Ronaldo, or for the part of himself he lost when Ronaldo left? The journey becomes more than a search. It becomes a reflection on rivalry, legacy, and purpose. He travels through quiet landscapes, beaches untouched by crowds, empty stadiums where the echoes of fans cannot reach. He dreams of Ronaldo, their old matches replaying in his mind. But in these dreams, they are not opponents. They pass the ball to each other, they laugh, they play freely, without pressure or expectation. Each time Messi awakes, he feels closer to understanding. During the journey, Messi encounters people who remind him of Ronaldo's influence. The young players striving to emulate his skill, the elderly fans who still speak of his legendary goals, and former teammates who reveal the man behind the public image. Each encounter provides a fragment of the truth. Ronaldo is more than the sum of his accomplishments. He is a man seeking peace, someone who gave everything to the game and now seeks a moment of quiet.
Messi's own inner world begins to shift. He confronts his fears, regrets, and insecurities. He recalls the countless hours spent training, the victories, the losses, and the pressures of a career built on global expectation. In Ronaldo's absence, Messi sees his own reflection, not as a player, but as a human, searching for meaning beyond the field. Then, after months of wandering, Messi finds himself in a small coastal village, far from the cities, far from the lights, far from the noise. The sun is setting, painting the sky in hues of orange and red. He hears it, a rhythmic sound of a ball striking stone. The sound is familiar, precise, unmistakable. He follows it, down narrow paths, past old houses, until he reaches a quiet field. And there he is, Cristiano Ronaldo, alone, training under the fading sun. His movements are sharp, practiced, alive with the rhythm of the game that still runs in his veins. Messi watches, silent, breathing in the sight of the man who has defined so much of his life. Then, slowly, he steps forward. Ronaldo stops, turns, and smiles. No words are needed. They both know why Messi has come. Ronaldo speaks of his need to disappear, the relentless fame, the constant expectations, the noise that drowned out who he truly was. He wanted peace, a space to breathe, a moment to exist beyond the public eye. Messi listens, and for the first time, he fully understands. They were never just rivals. They were two sides of the same story, mirrors of one another, pushing each other to heights neither could reach alone.
The two spend the evening together, talking, laughing, remembering, not as Messi and Ronaldo, but as Lionel and Cristiano, two men who gave everything to football and to each other's greatness. They play a small, informal game under the setting sun, barefoot, no cameras, no crowds, just the ball, just them, and the shared joy that has always connected them. Messi realizes that the journey was never just about finding Ronaldo. It was about rediscovering himself, about understanding the bond that defined an era. The rivalry that shaped them was never about who was better. It was about how far they could go because the other existed. When Messi leaves the next morning, Ronaldo stays behind, peaceful. Messi glances back one last time, a smile on his face. The search is over, but the connection, the respect, and the shared history will never fade. Returning home, Messi steps onto the pitch once more. The stadium is alive again, filled with the cheers of fans. He scores, and as he looks to the sky, he doesn't celebrate, he acknowledges. Somewhere, out there, Ronaldo is smiling too. And for the first time in a long while, football feels whole again. The story ends with Messi walking alone in the quiet of the stadium, reflecting on the journey, the lessons learned, and the timeless bond between rivals who became mirrors of each other, reminding the world that greatness is never achieved in solitude.